Your feet have been sending signals to your brain every single night for the last few years. And for the last several years, those signals have been getting weaker and weaker. But here's the thing. It's not because your body is broken. It's not because you're getting too old. It's not because your hormones have abandoned you. It's because one specific pressure point on your foot got compressed. And when that point gets compressed, your entire nervous system goes offline. Your body stops trying. Your confidence follows. But tonight, I'm going to show you exactly how to fix that. And it's simpler than you think. I'm Dr. Mei Anderson. I've been specializing in men's health for 25 years. I've seen it all. Every medication, every supplement, every treatment that promises results. But what I'm about to share with you came from something completely unexpected. Something that changed how I approach men's health entirely. 3 weeks ago, a 71-year-old man came into my office. His name was Curtis. Retired accountant from Seattle. Successful career, raised 2 kids, put them through college, built a comfortable life. But something had shifted in his marriage. His wife stopped initiating intimacy. Not because she didn't love him. Not because of anger or resentment. Because she'd given up expecting anything would happen. She'd accepted it as part of getting older. He told me, "Doc, I've been soft in the morning for 7 years. 7 years. I figured that was just it. Game over. I'm 64 and apparently my body decided it was done." There was resignation in his voice. Not anger. Resignation. That's when you know a man has stopped believing in himself. But when I found one specific pressure point on the sole of his foot and pressed it, not hard, just the right amount of pressure, his entire nervous system lit up right there in my office. His pupils dilated. His blood pressure spiked. His leg actually jerked. He looked at me stunned and said, "What the hell did you just touch?" That's the moment I realized most doctors have completely missed something fundamental about how men's bodies actually work. That moment led me down a path that's helped hundreds of men since then. Here's what I'm going to give you right now. There's a specific point on the bottom of your foot, on the sole, right where the ball of your foot connects to your arch, where 5 major nerve pathways converge. This isn't some mystical pressure point from ancient medicine. This is actual anatomy. When I teach men to massage this point for 3 minutes before bed, here's what happens in the real world. Within 2 to 3 weeks, most men wake up with morning firmness they haven't felt in years. Some men feel it within days. Within 1 month, that confidence bleeds into their entire life. They walk differently. They talk differently. Their partners notice. Within 6 weeks, they tell me their relationships have shifted. Their wives notice. Their energy is different throughout the entire day. They feel alive again. Not just sexually. Alive in general. This works because you're not forcing anything. You're not taking a pill that your body fights against. You're not doing exercises that feel unnatural. You're just unblocking a signal that's been compressed for years. Your body knows how to work. It's just been blocked. The technique itself takes 90 seconds to learn and 3 minutes to do each night before bed. This is important. 3 minutes. Not an hour. Not 30 minutes. 3 minutes. Here's exactly how you do it. Sit on the edge of your bed, or in a comfortable chair. Make sure your foot is bare. No socks. No tight shoes nearby. You're looking for the point where the ball of your foot meets your arch. Here's how to find it precisely, so you're not guessing every night. Imagine your foot divided into thirds horizontally, from your toes to your heel, divided into 3 sections. The pressure point is in the center of the middle third, about 1 inch behind your big toe joint, directly in line with your second toe. So if you're looking at your foot from underneath, you draw an imaginary line from your second toe straight back toward your heel. That's where the point is. When you press on it firmly and move around that area slightly, you might feel a slight radiating sensation toward your ankle or up your calf. That sensation means you found the right spot. That's the nerve responding. That's how you know you found it. Write this down if you need to. Bookmark this video. You want to remember this location exactly. Using your thumb. Not your fingers, your thumb, because it gives you the right amount of pressure. Apply firm pressure to that point. I mean real pressure. Not painful but firm. Make small circular motions. You're not rubbing the skin. You're reaching the nerve underneath the skin. You're essentially waking up that nerve after years of it being compressed. Start with 30 seconds of circular pressure. Then rest for 15 seconds. Don't take your thumb off completely, just release the pressure. Repeat this cycle 3 times on one foot. 30 seconds on, 15 seconds off 3 times. Then do the exact same thing on your other foot. That's 3 minutes total. 90 seconds per foot. After you finish the circles on both feet, here's the part that actually completes the reset and activates your vagus nerve. Here's where the breathing component comes in. This isn't just massage. Massage alone works okay. But massage plus breath work? That's when the real activation happens. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose for 4 counts. Let your belly expand. Don't breathe into your chest. Breathe into your belly. Hold that breath for 2 counts. Then exhale slowly through your mouth for 6 counts. Let everything relax. Do this 3 times while you're still sitting there with your feet relaxed. You're combining physical pressure on the nerve with deep breathing that activates your vagus nerve. That combination is what flips the switch. That's the complete circuit. Do this every single night for 21 days. If possible, do it at the same time each night. Your body loves rhythm and routine. When you train it to expect this activation at 9 p.m. every single night, your nervous system starts preparing in advance. Your body actually anticipates it. That's when the transformation accelerates. Not from one night. From consistent, predictable repetition. This is critical. The men who see results are the men who don't skip nights. They understand that their nervous system has been compressed for years. It needs consistent activation to rewire itself. That's not opinion. That's neuroscience. Now here's why this actually works. I want you to understand the mechanism because it explains why so many other approaches you might have tried actually failed. Your nervous system has 2 operating modes: fight or flight and rest and digest. Most men over 60 are stuck in fight or flight mode. Decades of work stress, relationship pressure, financial worry, the weight of responsibility. It locks your nervous system into protection mode. When your system is in protection mode, your body doesn't prioritize sexual function. Why? Because from an evolutionary standpoint, survival comes before reproduction. Your body redirects blood flow away from your pelvic region and sends it to your muscles and your brain in case you need to run or fight. Your system is literally trying to protect you, but what it's actually doing is blocking you. This isn't a character flaw. This isn't weakness. This is how the human nervous system responds to chronic stress. That arousal gateway point on your foot, the one I just described in detail, is directly connected to your vagus nerve through the nervous system. This is the master control nerve that runs from your brain down through your neck, your chest, your abdomen, all the way into your pelvis. When you massage this point correctly with the right breathing pattern, you're essentially sending a signal up your vagus nerve saying, "It's safe. It's safe to relax now. You can restore now. You can heal now." The moment your nervous system gets that signal, multiple things happen simultaneously. Blood vessels in your pelvic region start relaxing. Nitric oxide production increases. Your parasympathetic nervous system, your rest and repair system, activates. Your body remembers how to create firmness. This isn't magic. This is physiology. This is how your body actually works. Your body has been waiting for permission to function. You're just giving it that permission through this technique. The foot nerves that control pelvic function are particularly sensitive to compression. This is documented in medical literature. When you sit all day in an office chair or a car, when you wear tight shoes year after year, when you spend decades on hard floors or concrete, those nerves get compressed. It's like a water hose that's kinked. You can still push water through, but not much. The pressure is reduced. The flow is restricted. The massage technique essentially unninks that hose. It clears the compression. It restores the flow. And when the compression clears, when that hose is unkind, the signal gets through clearly again. Your body can receive the message. Your body can respond. Let me tell you exactly what happened with Curtis after he started this technique. I want you to hear the real timeline because it's important. The first week, honestly, nothing dramatic. He did it every night, but he didn't feel much different. By day 5, he actually called me. He was a little frustrated. He said his foot just hurt and he wasn't sure if he was doing it right or if this was going to work at all. That's completely normal. Your nervous system has been compressed for years. It takes a few nights to even start waking up. By day 9, something shifted. He woke up with morning firmness. Not full, not what he remembered from his 50s, but there. Real. Noticeable. He was surprised. He almost didn't believe it. By 2 weeks, it was back to what he remembered from his younger years. Strong. Consistent. He didn't say anything to his wife. He just experienced it privately at first. Around day 18, he mentioned it to her almost offhandedly. He didn't make a big deal of it. Just mentioned he'd been working on something. She didn't believe him at first. She'd been disappointed too many times. Week 3 actually hit a rough patch. He had stress at work, tension at home. Some life stuff happened, and he almost quit. He called me and said, "Maybe this doesn't work. Maybe I need to try something else." I told him to keep going. I told him that his nervous system had been compressed for 7 years. 3 weeks of activation was barely the beginning. He kept going. Same time every night. And by week 4, something significant shifted. His wife initiated intimacy for the first time in years. Afterward, she asked him what had changed. He told her, "I stopped blocking my own signal." His exact words. By month 2, he wasn't just having better mornings. He was sleeping through the night for the first time in years. His daytime energy was different. His mood lifted. His patience with his kids improved. He felt like himself again. 8 months later, he came in for a checkup and told me, "I'm more alive now than I was at 70. I want to be crystal clear about something because this matters. This doesn't work overnight for everyone." Curtis's timeline was actually on the faster end. He's not typical in that sense. I've had patients take 5 weeks to see real results. I've had others see changes within days. I've had some men see changes in 3 weeks. But here's what they all had in common. They did it consistently. Every single night. No skipping. No, "I'll do it tomorrow instead." No, "I'm too busy tonight." The men who committed to 21 consecutive nights saw transformation. The men who did it sporadically, who skipped nights, who did it when they felt like it, they saw nothing. Your nervous system needs repetition to rewire itself. That's not my opinion. That's neuroscience. That's how neuroplasticity works. Your brain and nervous system require consistent, repetitive activation to create new pathways and strengthen old ones. I also want to be completely honest about something else, because I don't want to give you false hope. This technique is powerful for nervous system compression, but it's not a magic cure-all. It's not a solution if you have severe vascular disease, uncontrolled diabetes, or serious heart conditions that need medication. If you're already on cardiac medications, keep taking them. This works alongside conventional treatment. It doesn't replace it. What this does do is address the most common cause of erectile dysfunction in men over 60. Nervous system blockage from compression and stress, not cardiovascular failure. If your doctor has cleared you for sexual activity, if you don't have serious underlying vascular disease, this technique is safe and can be genuinely transformative. Since I've been teaching this to my patients, I've seen it work for dozens of men over the years. Robert is 76 years old. He told me, "I wake up feeling ready now. It's not just the erection. I feel confident again. I feel like a man again." Thomas is 69. His afternoon fatigue disappeared. He sleeps through the night and wakes up energized. He said his wife asked him, "What did you change?" And he told her, "I fixed my nervous system." David's situation was different. His wife actually initiated intimacy for the first time in 3 years. When they were done, she looked at him and said, "That's the first time in 3 years I felt like you were really present with me." He called me afterward, and he was quiet for a moment. Then he said, "Doc, you gave me my marriage back." I had another patient, James, who's 82 years old. He told me he started gardening again without getting winded. He started going out with friends again. He felt confident enough to do things he'd stopped doing years ago. That's the power of restoring your own signal. It's not just physical. It changes everything. It changes how you move through the world. It changes how your partner sees you. It changes how you see yourself. Here's what I want you to hear. Every morning you do this is a morning your body gets stronger. Each night is progress. You're not racing against time. You're not in competition with anyone. You're building momentum in your own body. By day 7, your nervous system is already waking up. You might not feel it yet, but activation is happening. By day 14, the changes become noticeable. You start waking up different. By day 21, your body has started to rewire itself. The signal is getting through. And if you keep going past 21 days, if you make this a habit, the benefits compound over time. That's what happened with Curtis. He's still doing it 8 months later. Same time. Every night. It became as automatic as brushing his teeth. It's just part of his routine now. And he told me, I'm more alive now than I was at 70. I know this affected more than just physical performance for you. My patients tell me about the emotional weight of it. The shame. The feeling that you've lost part of your identity as a man. The distance it creates with your partner. The way you started avoiding certain situations because you were embarrassed. I've heard men say, I don't feel like myself anymore. That's real. I hear it regularly. And that's exactly why this matters so much. Because when you restore your nervous system, when you restore that signal, when you unblock what's been compressed, you don't just restore function. You restore confidence. You restore the feeling of being in control of your own body again. You restore the part of yourself that feels masculine and strong. That's what I see happen in my practice week after week. That's what's possible for you. The beauty of this technique is its simplicity. It's 3 minutes a night. No equipment. No prescriptions. No appointments to schedule. No waiting rooms. No side effects. No pills that give you headaches or heartburn. Just 3 minutes and your willingness to be consistent for 21 days. Most men can do that. Most men want to do that when they realize it actually works, and it's this straightforward. You already have everything you need to do this tonight. You have feet. You have hands. You have breath. You have time. That's all you need. The question isn't whether your body can respond. Your body is designed to heal itself. It's been designed that way since birth. The question is whether you'll give it what it needs consistently enough for the healing to actually happen. Will you commit to 21 nights? That's the real question. Curtis proved it can work at 71 years old. Robert proved it at 76. Thomas proved it at 69. Thousands of men are doing versions of nervous system activation work and seeing their lives transform. Their relationships heal. Their confidence returns. Their energy comes back. And now you have the exact technique, the exact location, the exact breathing pattern, the exact timing. The difference between them and you is simply whether you'll do it. If this video helped you, if you learned something that could actually change your mornings and the way you feel about yourself, I'd be genuinely grateful if you subscribe to this channel. Not because I need subscribers or YouTube algorithm metrics matter to me, but because I've got more techniques like this coming. Real techniques that address the actual causes of performance decline that most doctors completely miss. Techniques that work with your body's biology instead of against it. Strategies that are simple, actionable, and proven to work. And you won't want to miss those videos. Before you go, I want to ask you something important. There's another man in your life who needs to hear this. Maybe it's your brother. Maybe it's a friend you know is struggling but would never say it out loud. Maybe it's your best friend from years back who you know has given up on this part of his life. Maybe it's a cousin or a colleague. Men don't talk about this stuff. But what if all he needed was to understand that his nervous system isn't broken? It's just blocked. What if 21 days of 3 minutes a night could give him back his life? Could save his marriage? Could make him feel alive again? Could give him back his sense of self? You might be the person who shares this with him. You might be the reason he gets his confidence back. You might be the reason his wife gets her husband back. You might be the reason he decides to try instead of giving up. That's worth 5 seconds to hit like and share this video. Do it for him. Do it for the men in your life who are struggling, but won't ask for help. Do it because you know what it feels like to be stuck, and you know what freedom feels like. I'm Dr. Mei Anderson. This is Vital Health Seniors, and I'll see you in the next video.